Why you would give it 4, I don't know. But it's still, 4 is good as well. All right, let's continue on here. We're going to talk about more delicious customer picks, which is our friends from Ferris. And of course, Carrie Mileto is here and staying with us. This is, without a doubt, one of the most delicious healthy treats you will ever have in your life. You know, mostly when we think about healthy treats, we think about that we have to sacrifice something. These are so incredibly good. If you think you've had like trail mix or nuts or berries, even from your best health food store, when you try Ferris, you will be blown away because the quality is unmatched. The most jumbo of everything, the most juicy dried fruits. I know that sounds kind of weird to say dried fruit and it's juicy. Unbelievable how good this is.
No, that's right, because we're used to dried fruits being just like
kinda
you
yucky.
can bang them on a table or they're just not really flavorful.
Let me tell you quickly, you're gonna get 3 pounds of this. So you get 3 of these jars, okay? And you have your choice of either the roasted and salted or the raw and unsalted.
Correct.
We have auto ship available where you can get it every 90 days and you can lock in this great price. We're gonna ship it out to you for free and it's only $13.32. Why does this company do such a great job with this?
So since 1924, so since 1924, Ferris has been doing this. And I think that that is the first thing that when you hear it, you go, whoa. But the second thing, the reason they've been doing this so long is the ingredients. So let's go through, if you're looking at the options, you're gonna have our cherry berry or our blueberry cranberry. Cherry berry is going to have our cashews from India and Brazil, and here's a raw cashew, and then here is a roasted salted cashew so that you can see the difference. Because India and Brazil are the 2 top places to source them from, that's why we get them from there. So no matter what, we will not get them from anywhere else. We're gonna go to the top places for you. Our almonds are from California. California is a known place to get some of the best almonds that you can get in the world. And then our pecans are from Texas, and we keep them nice and whole for you so that they're not little tiny pieces, because it's easier to give you chopped pieces, but we're gonna keep them in these nice big pieces just like that. So again, from Texas. Then we're gonna finish off with the fruit that you were just talking about. We do cherries, not raisins. These cherries are from Michigan. So Michigan actually has a cherry festival every year.
Look at the size of these things.
Look at this. And then this is your cranberries.
Cranberries, look at how big they are.
The cranberries are USA cranberries from different areas in the USA. But what I love about our cranberries is they look like a cranberry. And they are, like you said, so moist, so juicy. It's unlike any other fruit you've ever had. What you see in my hand right now, that is your cherry berry mix. So if you say that I love, that's what I want, you're gonna get cherry berry and then you're gonna choose roasted salted or you're gonna choose raw and unsalted. Now, all I have to do is take away the cherries and replace those with our blueberries, which are unbelievably delicious. And that's gonna be our blueberry cranberry, which I hardly ever in the store will see blueberries in a mix. So that's absolutely something that makes this so standout special. So if you're not really sure which one to get, cherry berry's been the one we've been doing since 2010 here. Blueberries we added a few years later. It kind of depends. Everybody feels a little different, but I think they're both great for you.
You know what's wonderful about it too is I don't care what health journals or dieting things you read about, you will always see the one thing that's common is that the nice thing about nuts, they're very filling. They're high in protein. They're very satisfying. They're high in fiber. They're one of the things that are included, even on low-fat diets, you will see, or any of the healthy diets, you will see, don't skim out on nuts or nut butters. They're really, really good for you. The calories that you bring in with that are also help you to process out calories as well. They help your metabolism to raise up. So they are really, really good for you. One of the things you'll notice right now in Kiri's hand, look at the difference in the size of those nuts, okay? You've got, I mean, take a look here. Those are what you'll normally see out there, right?
So,
And then look at these jumbo nuts. That's ridiculous.
Isn't that crazy? So the Ferris difference is what I like to call it. So this is a store-bought brand that we all know and love. And then this is our Ferris, again, from India and Brazil. Look at the difference it makes.
That is ridiculous.
And if we go down the line, I also want to talk about dried fruits for a minute. Because really, in most mixes, what we're getting, and
what is that? That's like kibble.
These are the raisins that you'd find in the others. Here's actually this was that's a cranberry. You get these little tiny pieces, and you know what I'm talking about if you get these brands out there. This is a banana chip. This is a pineapple chip. Instead of what we offer, which again is our large. Look at our cranberries next to their cranberries, and then here, let's grab me. They stick together, our cherries. Yeah. Okay, and versus our cherries, and look at the size difference, number one. But here's the other thing. When was the last time that you were able to take, say, like we could take our cherry, we can rip into it, I rub it on my hands.
Look at how juicy that is.
I've got juice on my fingers. That's what's so crazy about this. That doesn't happen with the other guys. It's something, you know, it's instead you've got such hardened pieces. I'm actually banging this pineapple on the table. I can take, the raisins are so, there's nothing in there.
Right. Well, and look at like now, and look at the nuts for a second here, okay?
Yeah,
so these are what's included like in the average little bag of nuts.
Yeah.
All right, and then look at the size.
Look at.
I mean, now that's nuts right there. Look at that. That's what they're supposed to look like. They're not supposed to be all little dinky, almonds. Little shriveled up things like that. They're supposed to look like that.
Look at the almonds.
That's the difference. Oh my gosh, look at the difference in those.
So this is, again, a large brand that we all know that's in the store next to a Ferris almond. Do you see the difference? This is what's important when you're looking at what you want to ingest, what you want to put as part of your diet and part of your everyday nutrition.
So good.
So here's the things you can do with it. I want to talk about that for a minute. So in the morning, I'm usually moving kind of quick after I've had my coffee, of course. But you want to get out the door. So what I love about Ferris is you can throw it into your oatmeal. You can throw it into a little bit of, you know, maybe you have your pancakes in the morning so you have a little more time. Go ahead and crumble this up in your pancakes. It takes your pancakes to a whole different level. You can go ahead and again, just on top of the oatmeal, or if you, I do yogurt a lot because it's easy and it's fast. So do a little scoop of yogurt and then just crunch. I want the crunch. And you know, they sell those yogurts out in the marketplace that are so expensive just because they have a little crunch something on the side.
Yeah, they have like a little tray on top of it. All it is, you know what it is? It's stuff that didn't make the other jar. Okay. It's little pieces is all it is. And it's not the same. You're getting the full out stuff. Will you talk to everybody about how they're packaged? Because it's one of my favorite parts about Ferris when you're traveling or if you're going you're on a trip or a vacation, or if you want to bring them to work or to school. This packaging makes it really easy to kind of, give yourself a little bit and then seal it back up, and you can give some to friends and all that stuff.
Absolutely. And I love to talk about, this is our roasted salted. So I want to show you. So they're all going to come separately packed. You're going to get 3 containers. So they're going to stay nice and fresh for you. We pack them like they're going to get packed today, sent to you nice and fresh. Nothing is sitting around in the Ferris factory. We're out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Everything is packed to order. So when your order comes in, that's when it's made and packed. So, the Ferris factory is fun to me. I mean, it's like you kind of see how everything gets roasted, how it goes down. Everyone's involved in the process, so all hands on deck, making sure you get the best quality nuts. If they're not high quality, they're not high grade, they don't make it. Right. We also package everything in our containers. It's a clear container. And I think what that says is we don't want to, think about most of the nuts that you buy in the store, they're in a tin that you can't see.
I know.
So here.
You know what? Because they're not proud of their nuts, and you guys are. And, and if you look at the size of everything that's inside there, they put it right into a window so you can see everything when you buy it.
And this is roasted salted. So what I want to point out is in most cases, if you're kind of in between and you're not sure whether to get raw and unsalted or whether to get roasted salted, we roast and salt very lightly. They're lightly dusted. Most times when you see any type of salt, other options, they'll have like an entire, like almost an inch of like salt at the bottom of the container. Here you see nothing. Okay, so this is roasted salted. It looks beautiful because again, we're lightly dusting it to bring out the flavor. We're not trying to hide anything.
No, and all the information and all the nutritional stuff is right on the label on the side, and you will see the difference in this and then the other stuff that you see out there.
Yep.
These are freshly done, so the flavor is impeccable. They're high protein, we said high fiber. It's such a great treat. And listen, I'm not saying you're never gonna have ice cream or you're never gonna have stuff like that, but you know what? When you include this in your diet, it makes such a huge difference because it adds that element of satisfaction because you taste the fruit. It's full flavored. When and chewing nuts is another great thing. You really feel like you're eating something. You're not eating bird food. It really is good. Okay, we started off with about 4,000. They're going very quickly in this configuration. Remember, you only need to know a couple things here. You need to know if you want the blueberry mix or if you want the cherry mix. Okay, that's really it. Everything else comes with it. So you get the almonds and you get the cashews and you get all the other stuff that's included in it. What your choice are as far as how they're seasoned and how they're cooked is either you can get them raw, which a lot of people like, without any salt, and they are delicious like that. I like them cooked with a little bit of salt on it because that's just the way I like them.
Raw,
so I like, there you go. But you know what? You could get both, and you can easily mix it all together so you'd have even sort of a lower salt. But I love the other ones are just as good. There's really not a huge difference.
I know, it's hard.
I'm just a salt freak, so I like anything with salt on it. But if you want to eliminate that, you can do it. But look at the difference.
The difference, yeah.
That's the difference in a handful of theirs, and there's Ferris right there.
Absolutely, and that's why, again, since 1924. But the things to think about, you know, we're still running around. I know the kids just went back to school. You know, maybe you're getting back into your activities, and that means you're going to have a lot of time spent in the car. You're going to have a lot of time spent, you know, maybe at the after-school activities, you know, sitting, waiting in line, different things like that. I always have some Ferris with me. I always put some in a little baggie, take it with me. And the reason for that, I never know when I'm going to get stuck somewhere. The moments we make the bad decisions are when we didn't plan ahead. And that's when you go to the vending machine. That's when you go to the fast food lane. And even when you're sitting in the fast food lane, you're thinking, oh, what am I going to order that's even going to satiate me here? This, because it has protein, because it has fiber, because it has antioxidants, it's going to satiate you. It's going to give you that full feeling that you're looking for, and it's going to help you make that better choice.
Well, and think about the different, and you're so right with everything you just said. And I was thinking, like, even when you're at work, we're here, you know, we walk around, there are people eating
all the time.
Boxes of donuts. And so I mean, come on, it's like that in any place, in any big company that you work at. And we'll see that stuff around, and it's so hard to walk by the box of donuts. But if you've got this at your desk, or if this at the ready, or even in your handbag, you can say, you know what, this is the better choice for me to make. You'll still feel very satisfied. You'll get that craving done. You know that time in the afternoon, like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon at work, where you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm dying. I wish I had something.
Yeah.
Before you go to the vending machine, and before you go for the easy fix, try this, and I'm telling you, it doesn't take a lot. Literally, you take a handful and just eat them 1 or 2 at a time, and it tells your body it's getting something, it's sending the message, and there's none of that guilt afterwards.
Well, see, that's the difference.
That's the big thing.
They have all these snacks out there. They're like 100-calorie snacks, right? So you think, oh, well, that's good for me.
Yeah, that's such a budget.
But the problem is, you know, you eat one of those and you go, I'm not full yet. And so you eat another one, and then you eat another one. And before you know it, you ate 4 of them, and you just defeated the whole purpose anyways. You got to eat things that have the ability to satiate you, and nuts do. A good friend of mine's a personal trainer. He told me a long time ago, always make sure you tell people about an ounce of nuts before you go to a buffet or a dinner will help to, because of that fiber, will help to give you that full feeling, and it'll help you make a better choice when you're faced with all those foods in front of you. Because I always eat with my eyes. You know, we all do. You go to a buffet, or you're at a picnic, or you're at Labor Day's coming up. You know, so you know, maybe you're going to have all this stuff happening, and you just go, oh, look at all that food, and you go a little too crazy. So having this around, again, it's just going to help you make a better choice. Lots of fun things you can do with it. I didn't even get to point out we did our
included in recipes,
here. So you can actually put it into a cake. So if you do want to do your dessert in a really fun way, go ahead and just put a little Ferris in your cakes. You can go ahead and, you know, we're coming up on the holidays. Put this in your stuffing.
It's so good.
It's so many ideas.
It makes a really nice gift to give somebody a jar, because you get 3 you get 3 1-pound jars. Remember that $39.95 is for 3 1-pound jars. And remember, it's nature's snack. This is not something manufactured. This is not something whipped up. This is not something with several ingredients. It's basically 1 ingredient, and whether you want salt on it. That's pretty much all it is. It's a great choice for you, and it's a great choice for your kids and your family as well. All right, we have to move on, right? But we got free shipping and handling on this too, and it's on price break. You're coming back. When are you coming back?
Yeah, this hour. I'm coming back in a minute.
You coming back to see me?
I'm gonna go hang out, and I'm gonna wait for the rest of the food to come out.
You got crumb cakes and brownies and stuff?
I'm very excited, yes.
All right, let's get this healthy stuff out of here and go get some crumb cakes and brownies. Hey, it's all about choices.
It's all about choices.
It's all about choices.